Hey there, Swatons! Ribbo here with Boomer for Caravel Gaming. Well, we did all right on the
not too bad
on the first coaching session. If you haven't seen that, go back and watch that before you learn all the juicy spoilers from it. So we're gonna have another bash. We haven't picked a class yet.
So let's have a look at what's going on here. See if we can do a bit better. And arena it is. Gold. Oh no, the idea of spending your money actually. Okay, now we did do, we've done mage before, so it's not going to be that. So it's druid or rogue. What would you recommend as a?
Well,
so, now
what do you want to do?
Now, I've seen a lot of rogue before it was like nerfed terribly. So it might be quite interesting for me to see what's going on. Druid, I think I prefer to have a bash with rogue.
Well, you're having a bash with druid. So.
Oh, am I? Okay. Right. Shall we have a look at some of the cards?
Sure, why not?
So
the way to win with druid basically involves drafting as many swipes as possible. So it's the very first class. There we go. So this doesn't show all of. Actually, in fact, it doesn't show any of the golden cards either as an option because you can't get basic versions of these either. You have to craft them. So let's start off with the basic cards and then move on to. So here's some of the basic stuff. So stuff without, you see this little symbol here showing the rarity? Yep. Stuff without a rarity symbol, those are the basic set cards. So Claw is a solid, good card to pick. So it's 1 mana and gives your hero 2 power. So in other words, it just does 2 damage for 1.
Yeah.
So that's fine. Not a fan of Naturalize. You can occasionally draft 1.
Yeah, I mean,
in a fast deck.
As much as giving your opponent 2 cards, we have discussed that it's not as big of a disaster as it is in potentially other games, but it's still, you know, a bit iffy.
There are spots where Mark of the Wild is okay as well. Like you've got a guy, they've got a guy. You give your guy +2/+2, kill their guy. So rather than your guys trading, you're left with the guy. So you know, it's just like a tempo, and it doesn't offer any card advantage. So, like, if you've got a 3/3 and they've got a 3/3, you make your guy 5/5, beat up their 3/3. So it's cost 2 cards to their 1, and you're left with a 5/2 and they've got nothing, and then they use 1 card to kill your guy.
Yeah.
So it's a good tempo card.
Yeah, it's a mini Blessing of Kings, but it's nowhere near as powerful.
Well, but in the right spots, it's absolutely fine. Power of Wild's a good card. So it's just 2 mana for a 3/2.
Yep, that seems perfectly fine. And
on occasion, you can give all your guys +1/+1. So in the right spot, you can set up devastating trades because of it. But also because it's a spell, occasionally does cards that benefit from you playing spells. Wild Growth's fine card. Like there's 2 druid decks you go for. You either go for the tempo-based one that just beats people up really quick, or you go for the fat minions deck
and get there as fast as possible.
So Wild Growth's sort of absolutely fine for those type of decks. Wrath again.
Fine. Yeah.
It's fine. It's just a Frostbolt with the additional option of only doing 1.
Yeah. Frostbolt crossed with whatever the Warlock one is that does that.
Healing Touch, Chucks Ball.
Worst card in the game, probably.
Yeah, it's really bad. Thing is, remember, if you end up with 1, you can heal minions.
Yeah. And
that's the important thing to remember.
And that's
it does minions
as well. That's how you've got 2 gold ones, right? Because it's the worst card in the game. Seems pretty good, but
it's okay. Like I wouldn't personally use it that often. Savage Raw's a little bit on the weak side as well.
Is this really a case?
It's all your characters, so it's you as well as your minions.
Is this basically a case of this card is what you're going to use if you're going to end the game?
But it's one of those cards where if you've already got lots of minions out, you're probably going to win anyway. It just makes you win more.
Okay.
Bite's fine.
Yeah, it's the big version of.
It's the druid's equivalent to a fireball kind of thing. It's crap.
Yeah.
This is really good though. This is
Yeah,
this is
they're really good.
So like, if your opponent just has minions with 1 toughness, you can swipe him. You can swipe the player, and then it does 1 damage to all the minions.
Okay, and one thing, how does this work with spell power? Does it go 5/2?
Yep.
Jeez.
It's really ridiculous with spell power. Like he just does some crazy stuff. He's really good, unsurprisingly.
I mean, he's a silence, which is really quite good. The only slight issue I'd have is that he's a 2/4 body, but he does more than draw a card. So. Is he the only silence minion who has more than 3 toughness? Because obviously the main one's the 4/3 for 4 that silences.
Can be okay to have one. It all depends. Like, if you get offered 2 bad cards with it, yeah, you'll take it.
Teresa Nielsen. The Druid Arena fine, yeah.
Seems absolutely fine. This card's ridiculous. This is like,
wow.
every time you get offered one of these, you just carry on taking them.
Yeah.
So it's a 4/6 with taunt or a 4/4 charge. So they're obviously awesome. Force and H is a bit crap. Like, it's one of those cards that can occasionally work well in conjunction with other cards. Like, if you get really lucky, and you make like the 4/2, you draw a card for every minion that dies. Yeah. So obviously
Draw
you go
3
Force
cards
and H,
with
charge him in, draw 3 cards.
Deal 6 damage, draw 3 cards.
But all it is, it's 6 mana and it does 6 damage.
Yep.
In 3 chunks of 2, so it's not that great.
And this is 6 mana, does 5 damage.
Yeah, you will take the occasional Starfire. It goes up in value in faster decks because you go like minion. They make a big guy with taunt to finally go dealt with your stuff finally, and then you're like, Starfire is out the way, bang, rawr, and then bang again. So.
That seems very average.
He just says draw 2 cards.
Oh, he's a 5/5.
Yeah, he just says draw 2 cards. Very like you will occasionally restore 5 health to one of your minions as well.
Yeah. Tree.
Yeah, they're great. Not so great against priests, but now if you go into crafting mode, you can have a look at.
I've got Savagery. I think you need guns for that, pretty much. Yeah.
Pretty weak, really.
It's all the forest we've been through. And you've got
So we haven't looked. Yeah, we haven't looked. We've looked at that one. We haven't looked at Cenarius yet. He's obviously a dude.
He's a beating. Yeah.
Give all the other minions +2/+2. So.
Yeah.
You'll do that a lot of the time, and if you don't have any other minions, you get a pair with taunts.
Yep.
Ancient of War, you'll always make a 5/10 as well.
Yeah.
You'll never make him a 10/5. You'll always make him a 5/10.
With taunt. Yeah.
So anyway, let's crack on.
Okay.
We've already looked at the neutral stuff on the previous
stuff.
video. It always stays the same.
So,
protect the wild.
And we get the +1 attack and +1 armor.
You can turn him into a 1/1 for a turn.
That's an interesting start.
Very interesting start, isn't it? Hey, how interesting is that? What? So the question is, like, what kind of deck you wanna build here?
I imagine this is going to be better in a sort of biggish rampy deck, and this is going to be better in a make tons of dudes and.
Like, it's really tough because obviously you know nothing about how the deck's going to develop from here, because it all depends on what kind of picks you get offered.
Yeah, exactly.
So you go for which card is better in a sort of general scenario. So Starfall is pretty much the same as Consecration, Holy Nova, Blizzard.
Yeah.
So there's loads of those kind of cards. Blizzard, when we played the Mage deck, did its job occasionally, but occasionally it just killed one guy.
Yeah,
and that that's kind of all it did.
Much of the time, its freeze was what was good about
But
it.
he does have an option there to do 5 damage with Starfall, so it's an either or. But on a sort of a first pick kind of thing.
I think I prefer going for a creature rather than a something like that. Right, so
Defender Vargas just why
very
not?
solid guy. Yeah. Got a swipe, so I'm gonna take that. Ogre Magi is pretty good, I think, out of that, and I don't think it. I mean, the Cult Master's decent enough, but
You got you got a lot of options with both of them.
yeah, I think the Magi. I mean, we've got one swipe. We can probably pick. I mean, this is where I'm going. Oh, I could really have done with that Starfall now because I've picked up the spell power guy, but
You have to think about how often the Ogre Magi survives for the turn, allowing you to do other stuff as well.
yeah. So, I think I'm going to go with the Magi here, but I think it's close.
Okay. Yeah.
Frost Elemental. Then we've got a Silence and something we're not going to pick.
So, you want to get to 8 mana as Druid.
Yeah.
Getting to 8 mana is pretty cool, and hopefully playing some big trees out there. So I like Frost Elemental there.
Yeah.
You know, sort of stalls their big guy for a turn.
And I'll also figure out what Freeze does at some point, I'm sure. Corehound. Awful card, awful card, awful card.
It occasionally happens. You get offered 3 awful cards.
Oh, God. That really is bad.
Isn't it just... You're just taking the Corehound.
Yeah, I'm just taking the guy.
It's just a guy.
I hate it, but... So we've got a Starfire, a Mark of Nature, and... average.
Now, occasionally Mark of Nature, like if you make a 3/2 on turn 2 and they make a 3/2, and then you turn your guy into a 3/6.
Yeah. I think it's Mark of Nature. Do you think it's Mark of Nature over Starfire?
I think I take the Starfire. I just prefer... I don't like Mark of Nature, like...
I mean, we don't have...
We're having this... It's just because we've got quite a slow deck to start with, so Mark of Nature is a really good card in a fast deck.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like we're heading in that direction, so...
There's still plenty of opportunities to get cheap cards.
Oh, we've got Wild Growth and a Tree.
Yeah, I'll take the Tree.
Yeah.
We can still pick up cheap cards here. We're only 7 cards in.
So again, not many... not much good happening there. Probably the...
Okay.
Probably the Farseer, I think.
It's your choice.
I mean, what would you be thinking here? Just like, oh god, bad cards. Your thought?
Yeah, they all suck, don't they? There's an argument for taking a deckhand.
It's because it's a 1-drop.
Yeah, it's still got the same power as the Farseer, but for 2 less.
True, I mean, it's just that this has Wind Fury, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Like, so if you get a card that gives it like the Farseer, like +2/+2 or something, all of a sudden it turns into a beat stick. But it's still a pretty slow combo to set up.
Yeah.
Like the Savage Roar can also do. It wakes your dude up as well, your actual hero, so he gains 2 power as well. So it's like a bad claw.
Yeah. I think we'll go with the deckhand for...
We need a few cheaper cards there.
Got another swipe coming up there. I think we're pretty much...
Definitely take another swipe.
Starfall again. And then we've got Master Swordsmith and Nourish.
Yeah, I think Starfall's
Yep.
a pretty good pick there. Just get some control going.
I mean, we're
Like if you don't have any early game, just...
We still have no early game. Jeez. Probably Fen Creeper out.
There's an argument both ways here. So, for example, Fen Creeper dies to like
Shadow
Word Pain. So they, so if you're against the priest, it's like you play the Fen Creeper. It's like, whereas the Darksail Healer's really good against priests, obviously because they can't deal with 4 power at all. Because Shadow Word Death does 5 and above, and Shadow Word Pain does 3 and below. But you do need the taunts in general.
Yeah.
So we're going to go with the Fen Creeper there.
I mean,
Yep.
Yeah.
Seems fine. Just take the Venture Company. Yep.
Stranglethorn.
Well,
no, we've got the Druid of the
Yep.
Claw.
It has taunt, so we take it.
Divine 3/1 with Divine Shield.
It looks good. Let's try and get these early picks in now. So, it does look like the Abusive Sergeant there.
Yeah. I mean, that feels like it beats stuff up, but it's very 6.
Way too slow.
Yeah. again, not
Shield
the
Master.
great.
What else is there to think about there?
Well, we've got a 2-drop
Yep.
now, yeah.
There you go. So you take the 2-drop.
Another 2-drop from the old Mad Bomber.
Yeah, we need quite a few more of these.
Rubbish.
Bite it is.
Yeah, bite it is. Knife.
Yeah.
Knife juggler. At least we're getting some 2-drops now. I was getting worried
Yep.
there.
Ooze.
Yeah.
Always take the card that gets rid of weapons.
And we've got Mind If I Roll Need, Ancient Brewmaster, and the Commando. Probably going to be the Brewmaster here. Get this
Well, how many minions do you have in 4 there? So you only got the 3, three so far.
yeah.
So yeah, Brewmaster is probably okay. Like Loot Horde is also okay, but you got to pick up the silences.
Yeah,
now.
we've not got a silence. Starfire, Acolyte of Pain, Savage Roar.
It's probably another Starfire, to be honest,
Yeah.
because the other 2 really don't help
The
us.
other 2 really don't help us at all, so we're just on the second Starfire.
Now you gotta just keep the cheap stuff, get the cheap cards going now.
So do you think Loot Hoarder? Yeah. Fairy Dragon's a decent card, but we've got the 3/5 with Taunt again.
We've got plenty going on at 4 mana already.
Yeah, so I think it's Fairy Dragon.
That works.
Another Knife Juggler
Yeah,
looks
that
good
works.
to me. We've got some early drops. Might want 1 Mark of Nature in the deck. I mean, we're pretty low on 3s as well, so...
Like the Dark Scale Healer's also okay, as is Innovate. You know, it's basically Dark Ritual and Magic the Gathering.
Yeah. I think I'll probably take...
Yeah, it's tough, isn't it?
It is tough.
Okay, go with the Mark of
We'll
Nature.
go with the Mark of Nature.
See,
for now.
it's your choice.
I'll say.
Yay!
Yay!
Ooh.
Oh!
You're taking a Cleric here.
Yeah, because we need 3s. Got no 3s in the deck.
And your 30th card.
Is another bite, probably, at this point.
Most definitely looking like another bite, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I just can't play this. I'm gonna silence it with my own.
So it's a
guy.
bit of a weird deck here. We'll see how it
I
works
think
out.
it's terrible, to tell you the truth, but I'm not sure there's a lot more.
Well, we
could
never
have
got
done.
offered anything at 3 mana, so.
Yeah. So we've got the mana throwing up the throwing up the devil horns, the old mana going on. So have you got your bets on an 0-3 for this?
No, he'll beat some people up.
Golden. So the tip for this one is golden cards can be disenchanted for a lot of dust. Are you setting your mind towards constructed, or do you
Nope.
think that you're going to love arena a lot more?
Carry on playing Arena until I run out of gold.
She's kind of hard with dailies and everything else, and the fact that you can actually play the game to a half decent state.
I must protect the wild.
We appear to have a 7 in opening hand, and we're on the
Yeah,
trump.
throw the bites away as well.
Yeah.
You want to be putting some pressure on this mage.
You seem to mistake me for a deck that can put pressure on.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So just play the deck hand out.
Yep.
He'll probably use his ability, but that'll waste his turn.
That wastes his turn, so I'm okay with that.
And then you can play the Knife Juggler out, and then maybe coin into a 5/4.
Yeah.
Put this apple on your head.
I see that we're staying nicely on curve with the old drawing of an 8.
It's the one slight advantage with going second occasionally is that you can use the coin to smooth out your curve.
Yeah.
You know, if you're missing a 3-drop, it's like, well, I'll just go straight to 4. for
This guy
turn.
becomes uncastable when I have this in play, but I suppose if he stays in play, you just win. So.
Glory to the Sindori!
Now, there's loads of different things you can do here. you can choose to just play like the ooze out.
Yeah. Or I can coin into the Brewmaster, and the other option is coin into Swipe, but I don't think that that's really what I want to be doing. So if I cast Ooze, I can cast Brewmaster or Swipe next turn. I think it's just Ooze and then beat up his guy.
Well, I would ooze first.
Yeah.
Play the ooze, see what happens. Now I'll just attack him directly. So, go on. So even if he plays stuff like Shattered Sun Cleric here,
Yeah.
he still trades.
Yeah.
Because it becomes a 4/3.
Yeah.
Whereas if you shot the mage, the Shattered Sun Cleric becomes a 4/4.
So you have to trade off.
Yeah.
So he's going to trade off there, that's fine.
So if he makes another guy that,
Or Fireball me.
well, we're
also.
not losing to him.
Never know, he could just have more Fireballs.
That's fine. Beat him up and coin into your Venture Company mercenary.
Yep.
You gotta be kidding me! Job's done.
Bet you wish you'd saved a
Bet
fireball
you wish
for
you
that.
still had the Fireball, yeah. And we've got 2 removal spells here for whatever he casts at this point. It's like 10, 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's fine.
This is acceptable.
Well, you obviously can't shoot that one. Now, you could, like, point the swipe at his face here, which would be a fun thing to do.
Deals 1 to this, and then beat it up with this.
No, just... Well, no, you wouldn't have enough mana
Wouldn't
to
have
do
enough
all of
mana.
that. But you can't target the Fairy Dragon. which
So
I
I've got to
think-
beat it up, haven't I? Pretty
You don't have to. I think if he wants to race, you're going to win a race with your 7/6, right?
Yeah, true.
So just point the swipe at his face. And attack him directly.
Job's done.
And we've got the Starfire as well, and go directly to him as well. So he's actually not quite dead next turn, but he's definitely got 1 foot in the grave. And we can even turn out, if he goes straight
yeah.
for me, we just turn our guy and beat him up. Yes, this is acceptable. Be funny if he fireballed it now. It's like how to waste your... It's like whittle it down slow. He could go Frostbolt, attack it, but again, he's used a lot of cards to get rid of it. And our follow-up is like the Brewmaster, Ogre Magi, probably.
I wonder.
Don't really want to return something if I can get away with it.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Okay.
So we just beat him up for 10, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. I think we just go straight to the face.
How you
Starfire him as well.
Yep.
Job's done.
It's like, by the way, you are looking very dead at this point, Mr. May. Each.
Especially since Druid of the Claw has got haste. He's got a charge on him.
Yep. It's like, you need to kill both my guys and make a taunt minion this turn.
Well, you can easily kill both the guys, but it's whether you can do the rest.
Yeah. It's like, can he flame, you know.
What to do?
Yeah.
What to
Basically goes, kill this, shoot this.
This is why this guy's really good. Lots of people look at the downside of him and go, but all your other stuff's really expensive. It's like, if your opponent doesn't deal with it,
He's just dead. Yeah.
it's just so huge.
I am master of magics.
Does
Shields
nothing.
up.
Next. Also does nothing. Oh no, he's got taunt. Went straight for me, huh? So we can
Well, you just want to make minions at this point.
Well, actually, I can beat up his guy, make this, so it has no downside. Make this. Make like 2 dudes.
Well, it's much better to beat up his guy.
This guy, yeah.
Make the loot hoarder.
Mind if I roll knee?
And make the... Yep, Druid Claw. In offensive mode. Beat him up.
Job done.
And he's still dead on board.
Tazdingo! Yes!
Oh, stop making taunt, guys. Card for me. Ooh, how lucky.
Only does minions, unfortunately.
Oh.
So, you've got a few choices here. You can bite, if you see this card here.
Yep.
So it gives you a hero +4 attack, and then you can wake him up, so to do 5 damage to his guy.
Yeah.
Or you can Starfall
His guy.
his guy.
Yeah. I think I Starfall his guy.
Okay.
He could have counterspell, but
Yeah.
deal 5 damage to the minion. This one. And then just beat him up.
Yep. And hope he doesn't have a vaporize.
And the other one, probably. We're off to a good start. Or a start. I have the feeling things won't continue in this vein for this deck, but
Yeah, his mistake was using the fireball on you.
yeah, it was. He uses the fireball on me, and the next turn I make a 7/6. It's like, bet you wish you had that fireball.
Exactly.
Watch your back.
I must protect the wild.
I'm going for.
I think you keep that hand, to be honest.
Yeah.
Swipes are pretty good against rogues.
Yeah. So. I'm going to spend a lot of time giving ourselves armor and attack. Really wish we could have got some wild growths out of that. I mean, it's rather fortunate I am going first, so I get the extra turn, sort of.
Obviously, you make the 3-2. Like, a lot of people make a mistake here and make the 2-1. It's terrible to make the 2-1. Doesn't give you any board position. You can just wake his dagger up and kill it.
Yeah, it's like you just pay too much.
I mean, you can draw that card off a loot hoard at any time. Absolute any time in the game.
Okay, we've got a coin.
SI7 agent, something like that.
This is our town, scrub.
Yeah, beat it.
Okay, so he's just using it to get the additional card out. So obviously the plan here is to wake up.
Yep.
Beat up his 2-1.
For the wilds.
Just beat up his ringleader as well. I don't think it's worth going straight for him yet.
Okay. Your choice. I think playing defensively against rogues is absolutely fine.
With our 9/5.
Yeah. We've got some bad cards there, but you know, he's not got many great cards himself.
Could make 2 dudes here, but
You're never playing in Swamp Ooze.
Yeah.
He uses weapons.
yeah.
It's never ever happening.
So could swipe his guy. I mean, that feels like a waste of a swipe.
Just make a loot order and give yourself 1 armor.
Yeah.
Mind if I roll knee?
Then pass the turn. Obviously you're not attacking, so pass the turn. Because it enrages and becomes a 5-2.
Yeah. It's like
And then
bad
beats you
idea.
up for 5.
Bad idea is bad. Yeah.
So if he makes another little guy here, we get to swipe something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just.
Still get to swipe some things, I think. Or do we? I mean, we could Swamp Ooze plus Cleric.
It's not a weapon he's got though, so.
Yeah. We could just swipe this dude.
Okay.
Job's done.
You can finish the 2-1 off with your
Next
shapeshift
turn.
ability. So if he makes another big guy, you can swipe the big guy as well.
Mind if I roll knee?
Awesome.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
Put a guy in the middle. Awesome.
He's just gonna lose everything here. So you get to swipe him.
Yeah, I get to swipe him.
Tempting to play the Mad
Tempting to
Bomber.
try
first.
and
Yeah,
get
play the
one.
Mad Bomber first. See how many of his guys you can kill.
None.
Now swipe him. This will make him sad because he.
Job's done.
Yeah, he was like, yay! And then it was like, how about no?
Oh, we were just teasing you.
Yeah.
But if you'd shot all 3 of them, that would have been hilarious.
Do you notice he did the well played as well?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, it's like, okay, then.
Okay, take 4. Oh, by the way, all your guys die. So you're never playing this Swamp Ooze until he makes a proper weapon. He's crap.
Can kill it with the Cleric.
He's just crap. He's a really weak card. Yeah, cleric it up.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Hoo-hoo, yeah, you got it!
Just,
Go on.
just still
Wake,
not.
wake you up.
Yep.
Attack him for 1.
Not him.
Yep, that's fine.
It's like, we're the ones with board position. Have to. You're the one who has to do something. Kill it with my 3/3. You've got like a load of stuff that costs 10 in hand.
No idea what he's doing. I really have no idea at all what he's doing in this game. We could just beat him up for 7 and then freeze his minion.
Yeah, I think that's probably.
You could also freeze him. Actually, that's also an option with the.
I think we're definitely switching to beating him up at this point.
Yeah.
Hoo-hoo, yeah,
So-
you
Yeah,
got it!
just attack him directly.
Forward.
And freeze him with that.
Yeah. And shapeshift. And beat him up. For the wilds.
Job's done.
But again, we got like the Starfire there in the bottom left.
Yeah, so that's 5 damage there, so he's actually on 3. It's a case of you need to kill all 3 of these guys, and... Oh, by the way, you're frozen. No attacking.
Yeah, I think
I will blow that up with my ooze.
he doesn't realise he can't attack with it. That's the funny thing. Okay, lay it off.
That's quite good.
But again, though, it's costed him cards.
Wow. That was a turn.
Dump all your guys out.
Oh, we got 9. So just go Owl, Ooze, and Defender.
Yeah, I think we keep hold of the silence.
So we just go Ooze, Defender.
my shield for Argus.
You just
Yep, shapeshift. Beat him up for 1.
For the wilds.
Job done.
That puts him at 1 life.
Yep. So next turn I just Starfire and because he has to attack because we've got the taunt. So see what he's got. That was a turn though. I'll give him that much. No, you can't attack the 3/3. Ow. Yep. Yep. Still gotta kill my 3/3.
Summoning portal.
Still gotta kill my 3/3.
And he's dead.
And he's dead.
Into the breach.
So it's strange. So he'd been holding off playing this 3/5 because there wasn't a target for it.
Yeah. It's like, just make a 3/5.
Just make a 3/5, yeah. And that was a big mistake. You know, they always want to get value from their cards, but they're missing out on the tempo because of it. Like his 3/5 could have beaten up your 3/3 if he just played it out a few turns earlier when he chose just to keep it in his hand.
Yeah.
Which he obviously did. Because he had like 5 cards in his hand and did nothing on turn 6.
Or 7. Yeah. It's like,
Malfurion.
And the Molten Giant's just no good, because you know that's been sitting in his hand until he started beating him up.
yeah.
I must protect the wild.
We're first here.
So you actually keep the Starfall because you're against
Pally.
Pally and they make lots of little guys. You throw the bite back, obviously.
Yeah. I think the Knife Juggler's fine.
Yeah, well, Knife Juggler is
It's
fucking amazing.
obviously
Always
awesome.
amazing. Always keep the Knife Jugglers.
What's better than one Knife Juggler though?
Go for a full house of Knife Jugglers.
Yeah.
This hand's just really good.
Yeah.
I feel itchy.
But now you're killing that with your ability.
Yeah.
For the wilds.
Job done.
So you make a Knife Juggler there, he goes Argent Protector, put Divine Shield,
Yeah.
on my 2/1, kill your 3/2, and his guys are still alive, so you know, you can't give him
Can't let him
the
go.
satisfaction of doing that, really.
Beat that up as well, I suppose.
Yep.
Is the-
Yep, that's all you're doing.
It's like, unless you present me with a reason to do otherwise, I will just beat up your guy.
Then you can make like a full Knife Juggler.
Yeah.
We can just make Ogre Magi.
Yep.
Give me a quest.
Then cast a massive Starfall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we go. That's quite powerful.
So just make 2 guys. Yep, 2 Knife Jugglers, seems fine.
Put this apple on your head.
Please hit him, please hit him, please hit him. Ugh. 50-50 chance. Really?
Seems pretty standard. So hoping for a silence. So you just gotta take the shield off him, beat him up.
Yeah.
With your ability. You don't have a choice in the matter, you gotta take the shield off him
Sucks quite bad, but
and make a 3/2.
Job's done.
yeah, this guy's so
That's obviously the redirect card there. So like I said, you didn't get a silence, so there's nothing you can do sometimes. Well, you've just lost, just concede. That's fine. It happens sometimes. You don't worry about it.
Thank you.
think when someone gets a question adventurer to 7/7, it's generally bad news.
Yeah, that's fine. You know, people occasionally get good hands.
Yeah.
And you don't draw the cards that you need. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I think this deck's fairly ponderous as the whole sort of it.
I mean, look, you know, you got the owls in there.
Yeah.
You just didn't get it, so
Yeah.
you don't worry about it.
Our hand looks so good at the start as well with double knife juggler. Have you been progressing your medals?
But at the same time, like, you got multiple swipes in there, and if you draw one of the swipes, you're fine.
Yeah.
But instead you got claw instead of the swipe, so the claw has to target where the, you know, you have to attack directly, whereas the swipe you can target whatever you want, so it doesn't matter whether he puts taunts up or anything like that. And you get to do it instantly as well.
Yeah.
I mean, there was an argument that you could have played one knife juggler and then took the shield off by
With the
waking up your
dude,
ability
yeah.
that turn, which I think is probably the better play. And you just, instead, you made, see, because you went for a 50-50 by playing the second knife juggler out. So, and you got boned because of it, whereas if you'd woken your guy up, you would have took the shield off, and then next turn you could have starfall, so it was guaranteed to try and kill his guy,
Yeah, true that.
instead of being a 50-50 chance of doing it. And, you know, he drew the consecration, which you should kind of always expect there.
Taking a while to find a game.
Yep, so we'll just cancel this. And, oh, it's hung up, so we'll there you go, you can see when you mouse over it, so we're just going to have to close this, and...
Oh, the game failed to start because your opponent failed to connect.
Okay, so there we go, we'll give it another bash. Yeah, you see that? See when you mouse over that there?
Yeah.
And it makes that little... So when it doesn't do that, it shows that the game's hung.
Yeah. That was because our opponent went, no, can't connect. Or was it us?
No. There we go.
Let's see.
So, you know, the deck struggles a little bit because we just didn't get offered any minions at 3 mana at all, ever, at any point.
Chuck the core hand.
Yep. Scarlet Crusade is actually pretty good against Chamois. As long as they don't make their weapon, because it's got 3 uses for 2 mana. It's got Overload 1 though. So.
Okay.
Job's done.
Awesome.
Make another dude.
What a draw that was.
On your head.
So Chamois probably thinking you've got like just this stupendously fast deck now, so he might start sweating profusely.
If only he knew.
Yeah, exactly. If only he knew.
Coin, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty good. But your play's really easy here.
Just make the...
Yeah.
Yep.
And hope that you shoot a 2/3.
Yeah.
Of course. Of course. I mean, why would it do anything but that? Well, kill one of his guys. And pass the turn.
It's like, of course. Why would you ever hit a 67% chance?
It's the one thing I don't like about the game, the random number generation. But now you get to finish it off with your hero.
Yeah.
For the wilds.
Join or die.
And the cool thing is, because you got Defender of Argus to pump up that 3/1.
Do we make the taunt guy first?
Yeah, taunt guys in time. Pass the turn.
No point taking the shield off it.
Not yet. It's a crap card, Farsight. It doesn't do anything. Could make your guy a 7-1.
7-1 with Divine
Could
Shield.
make your other guy
7-5 with Taunt. I think I like that better.
okay. But think about the rest of your turn. What you're doing with the other mana on that turn. How about Defender of Argus?
Yeah,
maybe?
Defender of
In the
Argus.
middle. Just build the board position up a bit more. And throw your guys in, really. Speed up his 1/7.
Join or die.
The only problem is I've got that stuff.
Hey, it's not a problem. Why is it a problem? We just attack it for 1. It's not a problem. Only gives him 1 extra mana. Don't care about it at all.
And we do have swipe, Starfire. We do have swipe, Starfire in hand. Okay.
So now he has like close to no mana for next turn. But hey, guess what you get to do? Yeah.
Starfire is guy.
Yep.
Job's done.
And then we get a free turn next turn to mess around with. I think that might be dying as well.
Yep. Yay!
Put this apple on your head.
Job's done.
So yeah, Starfire's okay.
Yeah.
It's not great, it's not terrible.
It's very. It does take your whole turn to kill a guy.
Yeah.
Ah, get behind me.
Looks like a swipe.
Looks like
there.
a swipes in. No. I think a swipe is in that 5/4 future.
And just make Venture Company, really? Go in. Or you could make the Fen Creeper. Make the Fen Creeper, it's got taunt. Protects your other guy. Venture Company next turn seems good.
Yeah, seems good to me.
Still got this Mark of Nature, you know?
It's not really doing much, is it? Could make our we could make our Knife Juggler 3/6 with taunt.
Could make the Venture Company like 7-9.
7/10.
7-6 normal.
Yeah, 7/6 normally. So he's got the taunt one, and we have no way.
Stand ready.
Okay. So,
Feels like you're using your 3-2 to beat up his taunt there.
yeah,
Hey, catch!
it's like definitely doing that. Now it's just a case of what to do now. So we have. We could Mark of Nature this up to kill that.
Why don't you do that and Shattered Sun Clericate to keep it alive afterwards?
Yeah, I've got 10.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
I've still got 4 left, which means I can make Mad Bomber, but
Time waits for no one.
And now use your other ability there. Bottom left. No. You
meant
suck
the
at this game. Yeah, obviously the bite. Obviously you want to kill his 3-2 so it can't kill your 8-1. Of course you want to do that.
yes, I know.
That's why I said bottom left as opposed to top right, you'll notice.
Well, he hexed it anyway.
That was awesome. That was such a terrible play there. Why would you do that? It makes no sense. Why would you hex an 8-1? Just kill it.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Then he pumps his other guy up afterwards. Yeah, that was like one of the worst turns
No, mine
could
was
possibly
worse last
imagine.
turn, I think. Beat up his taunt.
Hey, catch!
Do you really want to do that? Think about what you're doing. Like, he's got a 4-3 there. Why would you trade your 3-3 with his 4-3
Yeah,
and
so
keep
it's the
your 3-2
Push
alive?
forward.
Hey, catch!
We're definitely shape-shifting here. Take out the 2-1.
For the wilds.
We can go Mad Cut Bomber
Sure.
into Venture
Yeah.
Card.
It's got to be very unlucky for Mad Bomber to hit your own guy there.
And then just Venture.
Yeah, you gotta be kidding me! Job's done.
Yeah, but ultimately that changes nothing, really. You know, the 3-3s are still going to trade with each other.
Yeah. Felt
It
like,
got him worried after the first 2.
yeah,
so
the first two were like, come
he's
on.
like, you gotta be kidding me, man! He likes his
He
wind
likes
fury,
his
doesn't he?
harpies, doesn't he? I mean, I can nom it using the bite anyway next turn.
You can, well, next turn, this
This
turn.
turn. Well, it was during his turn that I started that sentence.
For the wilds.
So let's nom his harpy. Don't just ignore his totem.
No, you take out a turn. That is fine. Yeah, when you're in this kind of position, you take his home out because there's nothing he can play.
Silvermoon shall not fall.
Is he gaining 8 life? Oh no, he's getting +3 attack this turn. Does my damage for it for me. So I'm guessing it's bite.
Oh, no, it's not. It's Druid of the Claw.
Where shall I strike?
With charge.
Because you're 1 point short if you bite. If you
Oh,
bite
yeah,
to
yeah,
take
sure.
this out, you leave him on 1 anyway because you can't attack him twice. And now you attack him directly.
How you
There you go, and that does the last point.
So despite sucking horrifically, I think our opponent managed to match me being awful with him being awful. And we're up to at least break even on wins and losses.
But yeah, Wind Fury Harpy's just it's not strong enough.
It just feels like every spell that someone's casting at the equivalent time is just going to...
Even the weak spells, because you can just like finish it off with a 2-2 or a 3-2 or something.
I mean, obviously it's effectively an 8-5 on attack, but...
Malfurion versus Garrosh.
Victory or death! I must protect the wild.
Don't think we want this.
Correct?
Do we want to silence this early against a warrior?
No.
Are we throwing back all of them, or are we just keeping...
Yeah, you can throw the Brewmaster back as well.
keep the bite?
Throw it back as well.
Let's get some better cards.
Yeah, you just need some minions, so...
What, you mean 8
There you
casting
go.
cost?
That's perfect.
Yeah, the huge versus the
Perfect.
warrior.
And the Fairy Dragon as well. Really good. Oh, coin.
Point out the knife jump.
Yeah,
Put this apple on your head.
point that bad boy out right there. And if he's got a weapon, he'll instantly play it now. And then you can ooze and destroy it. That works fine for me. Ooh.
Okay.
Just play your Fairy Dragon and beat him up. Attack him direct. Take out the 3-2. Because he's got a card that does, for 2 mana, does 2 damage to 2 separate targets.
Ah, right.
Called Cleave. So he can, like, cleave, kill both your guys and start beating you up.
Yeah, that...
They'd be thirsty.
Beat it up.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. You should have attacked.
Yeah, I should have
shouldn't you?
attacked first.
I wasn't going to say, you know.
Again, just being completely like...
So 2 unnecessary points of damage here.
Yeah.
Tazdingo! Yes!
Just make the Ogre Mage Iron pass.
I'm not ready!
And if he does have a cleave, he'll use it now to
Yeah.
take out the Ogre Magi.
And if he doesn't, we get to kill his guy with swipe anyway. Looks like he's making his guy
Do
big.
you call that a weapon?
But you now get to swipe the 4/4 and take out the 5/1 afterwards.
Yep.
Wow, really?
Wow, really?
That was awful. Thank you very much for that.
So just swipe his 5/5.
Yep, and finish off the 4/4 Also,
Finish off the 4/4 with
yeah, it was such a horrible mistake.
Job done.
You know, people just get too greedy and they don't realise, like, you have abilities and spells and stuff.
Yeah. We got double bite here.
So we've got this ooze. Maybe he'll make a weapon at some point.
You think a warrior would make a weapon?
He's got loads of weapons, warriors. He's got, like, the most weapons.
Okay. Okay.
And now he's going to deal it 5/7 damage. It's an epic, but...
It's the only thing that made sense. That's a bit unfortunate.
Ah, it's not.
Just beat him up for 5.
Starfire his
Starfire
face.
his face.
Job's done.
That's fine.
Wish I had that Starfire.
You still got bites.
Yep. So just hero power and bite.
Still taking... Yeah, that's fine. It's taking, like, 4 damage from it, so...
For the wilds.
I think it's better than taking 9 and it still being around.
Well, we're almost up to a big fatty tree.
Yeah. Go tree. My tree's bigger. Is it just tree? Or are we looking
Yeah,
at...
it's just...
Job done.
Fat monsters thrown at each other. Is that another epic he just cast as well?
Yeah, he's doing well at those. I think it's rare. If you actually go to the...
No, it's purple.
Yeah, it's
That's
perfect.
epic.
That's it, yeah. It's done well. He's had 2 so far.
What now?
And another one. Hacks, man.
Another shield slam as well.
Yeah.
Kill it.
With Druid of the Claw and Bite.
Where shall I strike?
For the wilds.
Sucks, but gotta do it.
Yep.
Can you please stop throwing epics at me now?
He's gone first as well, so he's always should be putting the pressure on. You know, he's always at an advantage in that respect.
Blood and plunder.
He's finally running out of good cards,
Do you
however.
call that a weapon?
Creeper Intervention Company for next turn.
What else can you do?
Not anything else really.
You gotta be kidding me!
Job's done.
So it's sad times if he's got a silence here.
Yeah.
Wanna blow something up?
Please don't screw
See, I personally would have attacked first with the 5-2 into the 3-6, and then it's one less target, and then the 3-2 can just... He's
Kill
got
the
one
3-6.
one more slight chance of killing his guy there.
Yeah. Well, all his guys are going to die next turn.
Which is nice.
It's nice for him to. Like,
So he's obviously
settle.
got an execute here. Oh, okay, that's elemental. So
So
this
I
is
just attack his guy
no,
and kill all
yeah,
his-
yeah, but you do the starfall first, just to make sure you don't misclick. 2 down, 1.
And kill his guy.
Absolutely.
And then
Yep.
can't make anything else.
Yeah, you can. You've got a 4 mana card there. Make it.
Oh yeah, the abusive side. Even though there's no value from it.
Of course, there's value. It's a 2-1.
Oh, I thought it was this turn. Yeah, it's this turn. So.
Yeah, but it's a 2-1. It's a guy who beats up your opponents. And when your opponent's got no cards, turns out beating him up's absolutely fine. And now he's made a crap card and a good card.
Yeah, that's a good card. Very aggressive.
Well, you have to take out the 1-4. Like, that's totally not an option. Now you can always wake up to take out his guy because he's got no cards.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Looks good to me.
For the wild.
Just make the big guy with toys, I guess. And he's on 32 life, but
We've still got 2 cards. Nice. 3-5 going all the way. Think I'll die of exhaustion before that. Oh,
3-5? You mean a 4-6?
I mean a
Must
4-6.
cleanse the Sunwell.
Do you just risk Mag Bomber here? Or just to put more power on the board?
No, because you're at 7 life.
Might as well play 2s out.
For the wilds.
So wait until you're a bit higher on life, maybe you can play the Mad Bomber.
I can't gain life.
Because
can I?
you've got enough to beat him up. Ooh, you're gaining life by having armor.
Oh,
See that
yeah,
armor?
yeah.
When that goes up, that's equivalent of you having more life.
Really?
So he's got multiple epics and a legendary as well. Luckily for you, his guy doesn't do anything.
Like, cast all my guys and
Seems okay.
knife juggler first.
Okay. Now you have to think about this. So you don't want your Mad Bomber killing your own 4-2 here.
No. So, do we attack with it first and then see if...
That seems fine. And now you play the Mad Bomber, really?
And like...
Yeah. Just play the Mad Bomber. You've got 4 shots at it because in a knife juggler as well.
Oh! I thought for a minute it was going wrong.
That's it, and just armor up. Beat him up.
Push
There's
forward.
no reason to play this Ooze out. Yeah. So you'd still die to a Gore Howl, but that would be yet another ridiculous card. But if he makes either of the other 3 weapons he could have, then that keeps you alive.
Yeah.
So he's probably drawn like a... an execute there, I would imagine, or something.
I guess if it's an execute, then I guess we give it to Mad Bomber.
Yeah,
The mark of nature to Mad
yeah.
Bomber.
+4 power, just go aggressive.
For the wilds.
Push forward.
Catch! Got it!
The other reason for holding back on the use is you get to shoot something with the knife juggler.
Yep.
Once he's made a minion.
Armor's up.
And sits there and does nothing.
It's like, what can he have that does nothing?
Oh, plenty. There's plenty of cards which do absolutely nothing here.
Or like give one of your like shield slam. Well, shield slam kills a minion.
Yeah, but
Kill one of my guys.
I guess he's.
Oh, he's going for the race. Thank God for armor. That's okay.
Push forward.
For the wilds.
Oh, he's on one. Please don't kill me.
Well played.
You haven't won yet. Now you've won. Some people say well played when they're about to win as well.
Oh, the old preemptive victorious GG.
Yeah, they're just saying good game before they kill you. So he made life awkward with all these epics and
3 epics
mythics
and
and
a
legendaries and whatever else, other rarities he had. That was ridiculous.
With our deck full of rubbish.
5 rares and nothing else, I think we got, didn't we?
Furious
Something like
versus
that.
Garrosh.
Don't tell me we're playing the same guy
Must
again.
protect the
Nope, different name.
Are we chucking back these two on the play?
Yep.
Looks a bit better to me.
Click the button then.
I don't have a button to
He's
click.
just still
it's the opponent
choosing.
Still choosing.
So you're probably going to go minion, mark of nature if the minion survives for a turn. To make it like a 3/6 or whatever. So you definitely can't play the fairy dragon turn 2 because of that.
Because I can't target
Yeah,
it.
because you can't target it. Lots of people forget that. They just think, haha, my opponent can't target it. And they're like, oh, I can't target it as well.
Shroud, not hexproof. If you want to go into... It can't be that difficult.
So he's probably not something particularly crap he's thinking about coining out. Yeah.
It just makes the deck.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I could just beat that up.
Yep, which you obviously can do. Because that thing beats up your minions.
Yep. Maybe that's what he was thinking about, that he didn't really want to throw it out there, considering I'm just going to kill it.
Well, he does want to throw it out there if it wastes your second turn.
Exactly. And now he armors up, which wastes his, and so... Let's make the old knife juggler.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Job done.
This game does win.
So he might make a 3/3 here.
Yeah.
He could also coin into like a 4/4 or something. So if he'd make like a 4/4, you can play your Senjin Shield Master there. And if you shoot his 4/4, then you can finish it off with the Knife Juggler.
Yep.
Otherwise, you Knife Juggler his face.
Yep.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yay! So just played a taunt. Yep. Just beat him up.
Hey, catch!
It's not a bad card, 3/5 with taunt, is it? For fun.
Yeah, it's solid. Solid. A lot of people like it.
I think, to be honest, it's the same with this deck as it was with the mage deck a lot. It's solid, but there's nothing like, you know, blow you out of the water amazing about it. It's not like it's full of epics and legendaries. Or like 3 flame strikes or 3 might.
It's generally just full of opponents making bad plays. That's really how you get most of your wins.
Yep.
Okay.
Still.
Cool story, bro.
Just make 2 guys.
Mhm.
Ooh, come here, you.
For the crusade!
Mark of Nature on the 3/1 seems fun.
To make it a 3/5 taunt.
No,
range.
make it a 7/1.
7/1 with Divine,
Divine
Shield.
Bash! Take out your massive guy.
Yeah.
Because he's been doing nothing. Like, it doesn't matter whether he makes big guys now. You can just deal with all these big guys. Because it's like, this deals with the guy when it's put on this. This deals with the guy.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like at least 3 more turns before he could possibly get something on the board that survives.
To be fair, this deck's got a lot of stuff which just deals with big guys, you know, Starfalls and...
I mean, Bite is the equivalent of Fireball, so it's not that great.
Yeah. But it's okay.
Yeah, but it's okay. And he's going second, so he's always going to struggle, you know. So the fact that he's losing tempo going second, and now he's got even less. So he's got
Into a
Argent Commander here. Yeah. Always, it's like it's always the card people have there.
So do we just bite and smack him? I think it's probably the play
I
here.
think you can just get value out of your 3/1. I mean, look.
Just beat him up.
Yeah.
And beat up the
Or
4/3
die.
with 3.
Just make the Ogre Mage eye. Shake shake.
Job's done.
Still just trying to get ahead.
Well, you notice I'm just gonna see it does +4 health and taunt.
Yeah.
So like a 4/8 Ogre Magi here could eat something this turn that he plays. Like if he plays something like a 5/4 or something like that.
Yeah.
What now?
Again, a lot of cards in hand, but if he's only casting 1 spell a turn, that's not going to help him at this point. You know, armor spell, shield bash or something like that. Some warrior spell which says nuke everything. Looks like my 4/4's dying.
Try this.
So yeah, I get some value out of the Mark of Nature here. Give yourself a 3/5.
Yeah. Just beat up the 3/3 with it.
Join or die.
Beat him up. Make the bomber and just pray.
No. No. Just terrible making a bomber.
Armor up.
For the wild.
Beat him up again.
Yeah.
Seems like my bomb as well though, just like play it on turn 2 or you never play it. It's like turn 2 on the draw is when it might be good. Yep. Did its job. Got Got a tree coming next turn.
Maybe. See what happens. He's a very slow player. He really has a hard time deciding what to do, doesn't he?
Only about the same speed as me.
Make some dudes. What else are you gonna do? Yep. So, make tree.
Yep. Or maybe not.
Ooh.
Can freeze it, beat him up.
Risk the mad bomber.
That's what I'm thinking. Freeze it, freeze him, him up, make mad bomber.
Make sure to attack first.
Against him. Yeah. Otherwise, mad bomber is obviously going to shoot that. I think I can't armor up. I've got to just make.
Wanna blow something up?
Job's done.
Quit it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll let him have that one. So you can both swipe and bite his face.
Yeah. So he's got to kill 2 of my guys next turn. Or drop a taunt guy. It's like taunt guy will do it as well. It's got to be a fairly fat taunt guy.
So he's still got 7 cards in his hand. This is the problem with just going second. It's such a beating. It's like you get all these cards and you're just behind on tempo the whole time. It doesn't help that he spent like many turns doing nothing at all.
Oh, he's got a war axe now. You're doing my job for me. He's now dead to the 2 spells in my hand. Frosty's still there.
And that's why I quite like Frost Elemental.
Yeah.
It's just that one turn of you doing nothing. It's like, oh.
My shield.
Because it's always at crucial points in the game as well.
Oh. I think can I still kill him?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Now I
very
definitely.
close. Yeah. You're very close to it.
So if I kill his 5/7,
You're thinking swipe and bite it, are you?
yeah, thinking so. It's probably the way to do it.
Well, let's work it out. Well, like, because you need to do 7 damage here, so if you just swipe it, that would leave 3 damage.
Yeah.
So if you finish it off with that for 3, then you can do 5 to the face.
Yeah.
And then you can bite.
Still got a
So
bite.
you're still short. Yeah. So just do it the most the most efficient way.
So that'd be swipe. It's 5/7.
And then bite it out of the way.
For the wilds.
And beat it.
Job's done.
There we go.
And now he's dead. You know, unless he has something very, very special.
It's got to be an incredible turn.
Well, we've seen him.
Yeah, but you got Starfire in your hand.
He could turn into Jaraxxus.
So he needs to be a warlock to do
Oh,
that.
right, yeah, fair.
But he needs to find a way to give himself like 1,000,000 armor here. But you see the ability on the Frost Elemental just
Yeah.
really
that
swings
one
games.
turn, yeah. I mean, I was already ahead, and that just like got it further.
He was really unlucky that he's gone this far through his deck before he finally got a weapon. You want that Fiery War Axe turn 2, and he would have really made you struggle.
Yeah.
Charge forward.
That's pretty good, but not enough. Yep, that's fine.
Mind if I roll knee?
It's also fine. Yeah, beat all my guys up. Go for it.
Do it.
I mean, there's nothing else he can do. He can't attack with his weapon,
Yeah.
so he has to beat all of his attacks.
Yeah.
Kill him with a swipe, it's funnier. So lucky! Because you just drew it there, he would have seen that you just drew it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's playing the card he just drew. Oh, he's so lucky.
So it's still got all these. There's no still got all these button on Hearthstone.
Yeah, yeah. Like a few people have asked for it on the forums. It's like, can we have the option to reveal our hands at the end of the game and stuff like that? Which is why some people always do like a million spells on the turn they've got you dead anyway.
So
they just want to show you their cards, but others like go, well, he's only doing it to brag. You know,
Yeah,
to
pretty
overkill,
much,
so
yeah.
everyone just clicks concede.
The only way you do it is the only reason you do it is just basically because there's a still got all these job.
I must protect the wild.
Well, you're going first, which is nice against the paladin.
Chuck these two
Yep.
back.
They're just praying for swipe at some point here.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Still gonna make the dragon turn.
No, actually, I don't mind the loot hoarder, depending on what he does turn one. Okay, now you can just play the dragon.
Job's done.
If he powered out a minion, I would have played the loot hoarder. The reason being, if he makes the Argent Protector to put the Divine Shield on his minion, I'd rather have him killing your weaker guy than the stronger guy.
Makes sense.
And if he doesn't put a Divine Protector on it, then your 2-1 is still going to kill his 3-2 or whatever. But you see, now obviously you do it because it takes out his 1-1 here.
Yeah.
Which is what you do. Yep.
Just make the knife.
Yep.
Job's done.
So some people would have shapeshifted to kill his 1-1. No, just build up your board position. Allow your 3-1 to have 1 damage dealt.
I mean,
to
this
it.
plays a bit more into a consecrate, I suppose.
That's fine if you're 2-for-1s doesn't really bother you.
Do we try and get super lucky?
No, you just beat up his 2-3 with your 3-1. Shapeshift to finish off the remaining 2-1 and then play your own 2-1.
For the wild.
Job's done.
Didn't forget to attack.
So, that wastes his entire turn there, 4 mana, dealing with something that costs you 2 mana to play, so he's still behind on the tempo here.
We've got... Could actually make that.
But you won't. You'll make the Fen Creeper. You'll play that next turn instead. It's really hard for him to get back into this game now. He's just going to struggle so much.
Because Pally doesn't really have that huge damage deal.
That's terrible, terrible card.
Reporting for duty.
So... Oh, that made things a little bit easier.
Where shall
Hasty ball. Kill this, kill this.
Yep. Everything looks fine to me. Just carry on building up the board.
Again, still consecration doesn't do anything. Yes.
I mean, look how many cards are in his hand. 9 cards are in his hand.
Got Starfire for that.
Yep. Well, he's going to put a Divine Shield on it. Oh no. Okay. Cool.
I guess we start.
Yep.
Fire it.
Mhm. Let's see whether he's got a card that brings it back to life or something. No. Okay. Now
Attack with
he's
this.
got Noble Sacrifice, which is the one that makes a 2-1.
So it's this we attack.
Well, it depends. It's like, do you want to keep the 2-1 on the board, or do you want it to die and you draw a card?
I think we keep it on the board.
Yeah, so attack with the 3-5. Okay, so it's not that one. It's Eye for 9. Awesome. It's a terrible card. Oh no!
Job's done.
He did you 3 damage. Woo.
Yeah, compared to, oh look, the board is still the same as it was at the end of last turn. That's dead as well. Oh no. Yes, it is. That's dead as well.
Reporting for duty.
Do you care? Do you just beat him up at this point?
9 on the board. plus another 5, so that's... Oh, no,
Well,
that's
that's
just
minions.
minion,
So I'll do the 5 to the minion.
yeah.
Yep.
Pow.
Gee, how are we going to finish that off?
Yeah. Guess I will draw a card. Pretty good card as well.
Now, see these cards here?
Yeah.
Scarlet Crusaders?
Yep.
They're really good against pallies, so definitely play that
For the
out.
crusade!
And beat up his 1-1. Yeah. Never let a pally start a turn with a minion in play.
Because Blessing of Kings
Yeah, exactly.
happens, yeah.
Blessing of Kings happens, and he might also Divine Shield it and just make it awkward. So just doing this just stops him from doing anything.
Yep. Yes, fine.
He's just wasting his entire turns doing stuff like that.
So just use the 3-1 to kill the... Oh, can we kill him? He's on 13. I don't think so.
Okay.
So we just 3-1 is 2.
Shattered Sun Cleric first.
Yep.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
There you go. Venture Company Mercenary afterwards.
Not Ogre Magi?
No,
So.
Venture Company Mercenary afterwards. It's fucking huge.
Yeah, there is. Look at it, it's fucking huge!
So he's got all these cards, he just can't do anything, that does nothing. You can just Starfire and swipe his face, so...
Yeah.
No, but a 4-4 does nothing against a 7-6.
He deals 2 to everything when he plays. Go you. Go you.
So he's dead on board, and yeah, he didn't concede there. No, just kill him with what's on board. Just show him how it's done. Yep. Yep. Got there eventually. Hit him for 7. He's realised now
Yeah.
the mathematics of it all is pretty hard. He got there eventually, but going first is such a beating against certain decks.
Woot, you got a gold wild growth. Thank me.
As
How
long
the
as you,
hell has this deck got its gold back?
so you need one more win.
Oh,
One more win. 7 wins is a guaranteed 150 gold. He just had too slow of a deck.
Oh, great. I would hazard a guess he has a better deck than
Will
ours.
rise against
Get rid of the mark.
And the Ogre Magi.
Not Tebest.
That's fine. Deckhand's okay turn 1. Lob it out there. So if he coins to kill it, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That wastes his coin and then you're ahead on, you know, mana for the rest of the game. And that's also great because now you have a turn 2 play. Oh,
We
you
have
have
another.
yet another turn 2 play.
So kill his guy, make a
Yep,
fairy dragon.
because of course you have Shattered Sun Cleric
Which makes it
and
4 for-
Defender of Argus, which are both ridiculous here.
Yeah.
And he can't target your 3-2, so he needs to claw it.
Yeah.
But that would have been better as a 2-3. So he's going to make like a 3-3 here or
For the
something.
crusade!
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's a pretty good one.
That does changes a little bit now what you want to do here. So you're going to take his shield off.
With the
for the wilds.
And beat his guy up. Well, no. Yeah, beat him up.
beat him.
Yep. Because he has to attack your guy because his guy is 3-1.
Yeah, sure. So it's basically a case of
Because
you think if you have a higher toughness, then
No,
go
it's because you've got an ability that kills his 3-1.
yeah. So,
So he's never going to let you just take it out with an ability there. And if he does have his own Shattered Sun Cleric or Defender of Argus, it still trades with the 3-2.
yeah.
What to do?
Ooh, is he gonna get aggro? Going aggro. Probably. Well, I was about to say it probably means he has a way to kill the fairy dragon, but unless it's a sweeper, he doesn't.
The light protects me.
Ah, he's got just a 1/1 with Divine Shield.
So again, just, you know, switch forms. Yep. Beat up his 3/1. Make your own 2/1, I guess.
Not 3/2.
No, made 2.
Mind if I roll need?
Beat him up.
Job done.
It's interesting that we're in this like going for the face mode rather than going for the creatures mode this time round.
Well, he's making crap minions. So just get the card advantage out of him.
Now he's got a 1/1. Gonna take out the 2/1. No, he's gonna attack me.
Oh, that's nice of him. So big old Fang Creeper. And speed him up.
Hey, give me that!
Job done.
Hopefully.
Now we're set up for the Defender of Argus and the Shattered Sun Cleric.
Yep.
Where shall I strike?
Oh, he went for the.
Yeah, you always put him in defensive.
So we can kill his guy
So why not?
just with the minions, you think? Or do you want to bite something?
Oh, I'll show you how to do it.
Oh, there's that as well.
Yeah, but think about it first, okay? You only need this to have 1 extra power, right? This guy here, this Fang Creeper. So that 2/1 is still going to die. So run the 2/1 in.
Get a card out of it first.
No, it's not really the point.
Well, that would do it as well, because that.
Yeah, but the point was you can make this Bloodfen Raptor.
Yeah.
Not that you're going to do it yet, and then you could have put Defender Argus in the middle, so the Fang Creeper then gets the 4 power,
Yeah.
and then it gives +1 to the Raptor as well.
But on
Which
this
is what?
occasion.
No, you're still going to do that. Yep.
I wait for no one.
My shield for Argus.
So now you beat him.
Job done.
Okay. Because some people would have put the Defender of Argus down in the middle, which would have pumped up the 2/1 to a 3/2, and
Which is
the 3/2
pointless,
still
yeah.
dies. Yeah. So you might as well have the buff on your new minion for the turn.
But this guy.
Where shall I strike?
But this guy doesn't develop the board as much. Yes, really.
That's awesome because of your abusive sergeant.
Yep. Abusive Sergeant and Sun Cleric.
Or
All
just
that.
the sergeant by itself.
Give it to the Raptor, you think?
Yeah. Why not?
Get in there and fight, maggot.
Eat his 1/1, or is it even worth it? Just
No.
go straight for him.
No, you've got a Shattered Sun Cleric there.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, put it on the 3/3.
Must cleanse the Sunwell.
Now switch forms and kill the 1/1.
For the wilds.
Beat him up for 8. So, you know, you're gradually just losing board position the whole time. It's just so horrible going second. Because you can make bigger guys than he can always make.
Yeah.
You know, and you can use your combat tricks. You get to use your Defender of Argus and your Shattered Sun Cleric to pump your guys up. He never does, because he never starts the turn with the guy in play.
Yeah.
Like, going second is so brutal when you build your decks right.
Yeah, fine. Kills a guy. Still got these.
Yeah, and you get to make your tree.
Pretty good. Still making a tree.
Well, you're 1 point short of killing him there.
Yeah.
You just got to remember that, you
yeah,
know.
yeah. Just the.
Because it's like bite is 4, swipe is 4.
That's
So,
1. That's 3. So that's 12.
well, you didn't have the mana for the 1 extra. So yeah,
Push
just make a big
forward.
tree. Big tree.
Job done.
He'll probably make his own.
Yeah.
That's fine, 'cause he'll be dead.
I concede.
Yep.
Yeah.
Turns out he didn't have his own. Thank you for conceding. I'm going to click on that. Just too slow. Yeah, it is horrible going second in a lot of matchups.
Have we won a lot of die rolls? Is that why we're like...
No, we've gone second a few times as well. But we've got a few swipes to try and get us back into the game. But most people just don't build their decks correctly, that's all it is. That's the main problem, is most people are not aggressive enough, and that's how you get into the game.
Well, those like, I'm either going to win or die with no cards in my hand, because then I know that I've done the best.
I mean, we don't care now. We've got to 7 wins. You don't care what else happens. Well, you know, it's
Gonna
like,
go into the guy with 9 epics.
well, I mean, that last guy had quite a few epics and ridiculous things going on there.
All
No!
Keep that.
Yeah, obviously. The rest can all go away.
Yeah.
Yay! Good times, good times. Well, obviously we're coining.
Yeah. I think Fairy Dragon.
Do it!
Standing behind.
So we can't even lightning bolt it. Oh, he's had an awful start. That's just terrible. Yep, beat it up, play a loot. I guess. Carry on making guys.
Yep. What's the... Is it Flame Tongue Totem? A really big ass totem from Shame. Nose.
Yeah, it's +2 to neighbouring minions.
So just beat up his totem and...
Yeah.
For the crusade!
It's actually really good against shamans as well, that card.
Tazdingo!
Okay, he just got real.
Oh.
So did we.
Just beat it up with both your guys.
Join
You only lose one.
And then...
Well, you can always just play the 5-4 and return the 3-1, so it comes back in future with a shield.
Yeah, comes back with the Divine Shield on. In 5-4's quite big.
The other option was to bite and just beat up his guy, and then finish it off with the 3-1 with the Divine Shield.
Yeah. Well, those two are going to beat each other.
No, they're not.
Oh,
No, they're not.
got Starfall.
Yeah. You got a Starfall. So you're going to use the Starfall.
It's a huge meteor just like
Yeah.
beating the guy.
I mean, if you look at your hand, you've got like Bite and, you know, down there in the bottom left, Starfire. So if he just makes one big guy a turn,
which it looks like he's doing, but that's quite a good one.
well, you just take the shield off.
Yep.
With your Druid's ability.
For the wild.
And then I think we just beat it up with the 5-4.
Another round?
Then make the 3-1 again.
For the crusade!
And
Because-
make the 2-1.
Yeah, seems good.
Job's done.
Because you've got the Abusive Sergeant next turn on the 3-1 to turn it into a 5-1.
Yeah. 5-1 Divine Shield does sound quite good.
Yeah, 5-1 with Divine Shield sounds extremely good.
Yeah. Post Knife Juggler?
Make the you can make the Knife Juggler first.
On your head.
Yeah, I'll make the Abusive Sergeant. Oh, sucks. Go on, beat it up.
Join or die.
And just make
Make,
the...
yeah.
Flood the board with shit.
And now shapeshift, I guess. Yeah.
Kill his
For the
one.
wild.
Job's done.
Now I've got 4 guys on the board.
Yeah, and hopefully dodge all his AoE. I think he would have used some of his AoE if he'd had some earlier in the game.
If he has it, he has it. It's a guy.
Yeah, and it dies.
Yeah.
So you've got a Starfire.
Still Starfire.
Yep, don't get greedy. Yep.
Kills 2.
Join
3-1 on
or
this guy.
die.
For the wilds.
Turns out, yeah. We're
Turns
doing
out
okay
we-
here despite going second.
Well, if he's got another one, we're in a bit of a...
No, you're not. Why would you be in trouble? You just frost it and beat him up for it.
Eyes.
Yeah, so he's finally got round to playing the crap minions out. Army of crap minions, advance. Yep.
Double flames.
Yeah, doesn't do anything.
Bite that, probably.
Well, first of all, you got to take out the North Sea.
Yeah. So, options. We can bite one of the flame tongue totems to make it a 0-3 and then kill both his guys.
Okay.
For the wilds.
That dumps that. Actually, no, I want to keep my knife juggler.
Of course.
So I can do it. And then make the thing. And shoot him for one with the...
See, that's the problem with flame tongue totems. Like, if you got nothing out on the board.
They just hang there. Nose! My Fen Creeper.
We must
But again,
cleanse
that
the
doesn't
Sunwell.
do anything unless he... That's quite good. Swipe this, kill the...
Yep, swipe the 5-3, absolutely. You could have also played the Ogre Mage out first to do 1 extra damage.
Yeah. That too.
Because then you could have played the Ogre Mage out, swiped, and finished it off with your ability.
Yeah. This one, I will play the Ogre Magi.
Yeah, and you'll show him how bad you are. Like playing the Ogre Magi out afterwards. Duh.
Well, whatever. It's more fun showing someone how terrible you are, because then they'll feel even worse if they lose to you. Hopefully 1 damage isn't going to be that. That's a spell power.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's just got crap minions now. Crap minions, you've demoralised him so much, he just
By
has
being
awful
awful
cards.
at the game. So, beat up his 2-2. Or do we just beat... I think we just beat him up.
And just play 2 minions out there, play the... Yeah, let's play the ooze, yeah. Cool. Play Frosty.
Freeze.
Mhm.
That.
And shapeshift.
And hit
For
him
the
with it.
wilds.
Job done.
No pressure. As the old saying goes, no pressure. But it better be good.
You got a lot of value out of this nice juggler.
Yeah. Well, I think I got more out of the abusive sergeant. It's like the abusive sergeant killed like 7 things or something. It was a lot. What's he on? 3?
And his 1-2 comes back to life. Ooh.
Oh no.
Did it?
So,
Oh, yeah.
kill him.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh. There we go, eventually.
Well played.
Okay.
So I always play 1 Flame Tongue Totem in the deck, because like multiples is just terrible when you get stuck with them in those kind of situations.
I seem to remember one where you had like 4.
Yep,
Yeah.
and I learnt from that they're bad. Like 1 is fine, but multiples is bad.
Okay, so 8 and 1. We are actually
Doing stuff.
doing stuff. Yeah.
And it's a little bizarre deck because like
The
nothing
deck
happening
looks
at 3.
terrible. The deck actually looks straight up terrible.
But you got a lot of clerics.
Malfurion.
You know, you got 3 cards that give +1/+1.
You asked
Yeah.
for it.
So, you know, that really helps.
Ditch the 2 expensive cards.
Yep. I think keeping the deckhand's fine.
Yeah, even though we're on the draw.
Yeah, because it's going to die, but he has to spend his second turn
Doing
killing it.
Yeah. That's a bit better. The other option is just coining out a knife juggler now.
Going out a Mad Bomber.
Wanna blow something up?
Job's done.
Just get it out onto the board. Yay! I was waiting for it to do 3 to you there.
Yeah.
I was like, standard. You're ahead on life now. End the game right now. We win. Woohoo!
Yeah. First life total change wins, right?
Beat him up and play another guy that beats him up. What is not to love?
Apple on your head.
Job's done.
And cry if he cone of cold.
Yeah. Oh, it's a mage on 8 wins, so I'd imagine bad stuff is.
He might not be on 8 wins, maybe on like 5 wins or 6 wins or something.
Yeah.
Yay!
Shattered some cleric.
Do it.
Must cleanse the Sunwell.
Hey, catch!
Yeah, beat him up!
Beat him up! Beat him up, beat him up! Mark Henry's theme tune. Somebody go and get their ass kicked.
Oh, finally a guy.
Yeah.
I was wondering if there were even any guys in his deck there. So I think you just make like 3-1.
Yeah.
Crusade!
See what it shoots. See if you get a bit lucky.
Nope.
You throw out the other guys. Right? Oh.
Obviously. I think we just go straight for him.
Push forward.
Why not?
Just go for the beat up plan. That's actually what.
Because you've got the Frost Elemental to hopefully stall, and if he makes a creature with taunts, you've got the Ironbeak Owl.
If he blizzards,
silence
I'm a
it.
bit sad, but
Well, only one of your guys dies to a blizzard. And you can silence your own minion so it can attack.
so it'll lose his freeze. Yeah. Okay. Still going to your face. Still gonna put you on 3 unless you start killing guys.
Yep.
Sure. Why didn't you? You could have killed like one of my guys there, but
Well,
I think that kills him. 4, 4, 10. It puts him on 1.
you might want to take out the 4-1. It's also an option there.
With the divine shield, or no? it'd be
With
that,
your ability, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, put him to 1 because you can then just silence him next turn.
For Argus.
Push
There
forward.
we go.
Join or die.
His deck was just too slow.
Yeah, it's like your ass. You might need to kill me this turn.
And you've gone second.
That's a ridiculous. That's turn 5. I've got this done by. It's ridiculous.
He's gonna kill all of your minions, and then he's gonna realise that you have an ability on your druid that turns
Yep,
into
that's
a
it.
1-1.
Yep.
Yay! 9
and 1 with what looked like a god awful death. That was a turn 6 kill.
Well, he just didn't do anything.
Well, that was. I mean, that kind of shows there when he played that divination, when he played the draw 2 cards. It's like,
Shows how bad it is. doesn't
kill
it?
my guy.
Yeah,
Otherwise-
if he took that over, say, a Frostbolt, you think how good that Frostbolt would have been in that situation. It's like, kill your guy.
So, yeah, from what looked like
A Cone of Cold would have been amazing there.
that would have been amazing. So, what looked like an utterly terrible draft, where we didn't get anything that cost below 4 until about 10 cards in, we're 9-1. Let's have a look at your rubber.
165 goal, that is in pretty poor. Pretty poor.
I'm not good at this. I'm not good at getting prizes. Let's have a look at some of the packs, eh? We're not doing well.
Angry Chicken for the rare.
Yeah.
Oh, it's pretty good actually. It's good rare.
Your cards and powers that restore health now. Oh, it's the yeah.
Yeah, it's that dude that goes quite well with Circle of Healing.
Yeah.
4 to everything for free. I wonder if they
It's
deliberately
constructed just very combo-tastic.
Yeah, it's pretty broken. Look at this. Look at this.
Look at this. Pretty bad.
I guess it's okay. I mean, I think rogues would play it occasionally. I don't know, but
It's not
Yeah.
the best, is it?
two pretty poor boosters. Anyway, guys, thanks for checking this video out. If you have persisted and stuck it through to the end, please do us a favour and click the like button.
Yeah, thanks for staying with us for almost 2 hours of druidic action.
Yeah, I think we needed another Druid video at some point. But it just kind of... I think you learn a bit about how you can still make unconventional stuff work quite well. Like,
We
thinking...
got lucky with a few draws.
Yeah, but thinking about how that particular match went out, all the matches, like, I would say that Bite was probably the weakest
Maybe
card.
Mark. I think Mark.
Yeah, Mark was obviously terrible.
Yeah.
We never got to abuse that at all. Like, at best, it's a 1-for-1.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I've got a 3-2, you've got a 3-2, I'll turn mine into a 3-6. So you're trading your mark for their 3-2. So it's still a 1-for-1. And
Yeah.
your 3-2 goes up to 3-6, then down to 3-3. So it still gets traded off regularly next turn. So at best, it's a 1-for-1. But the other two cards were terrible, weren't they? With the mark, weren't they particularly bad?
Mark wasn't very good.
I can't imagine the other two cards being any good for us to take a mark in that situation.
No, they were both pretty awful. They were both pretty good. They were like
Yeah.
gain 8 life.
It wasn't. It was like a healing touch. The other one was in like a rifleman or
So
something.
it was
bad.
something awful. I don't think there was anything we could have taken
So,
over it.
But Starfire seemed okay in that kind
Starfire
of
was
deck.
fine. In that deck, yeah.
Yeah,
really.
quite a fast deck. It turns out quite well. Like if you're behind on tempo and they have like 2 minions out, and you go Starfire,
It doesn't do anything.
you're still behind, and he's still beating you up.
But it's a case of if you can get ahead on board and then they're just going big guy,
Yeah.
going kill it.
Exactly.
Keep,
Yeah. And so in that respect, it's a lot better than the Bite.
Yeah.
Could you take some damage off the Bite doing it?
Only a little because it does give you the 4 armor as well.
Mhm.
So.
But we did have the Bite and 8/8 at one point.
We had the opportunity to, but I don't think we ever double did. We did bite plus swipe on a couple of occasions. I mean, swipe's amazing. The fact we got two
Even if you
swipes-
don't play it with your spell power, because like who would ever
Who
do
would
that?
ever do that? So, yeah, the thing is that we had what we did have in the deck was a lot of ways of dealing with medium to big creatures.
Mm-hmm.
It's like because we had 2 swipes, 2 starfires, a starfall as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like we had a lot of ways of dealing with stuff that was 4 and 5 toughness. So as long as we were ahead or in parity going into the middle of the game, we felt.
And the
that we were gonna
Shattersung Cleric and the Defender of Argus kind of allows you to do that.
Yeah, and it was the only time I felt like we were in real trouble was either if someone just exploded out of the gates, or in the warrior match where he was just casting epic after.
Right, here's
epic
interesting. Let's
after
go back
epic.
to the draft. There was an interesting point where I told you to take the 2 1-for-1.
Yeah.
You know, the
other one, there
pirates.
was a 3-mana one there, wasn't there?
Yeah, well, there's a couple of other cards, but that 2-1 for 1 pirate.
Yeah.
He did his work.
He did his work, and so did the angry sergeant thing.
Yeah, well, like, he's obviously amazing.
Yeah.
You know, he enables one of your other guys just to take out something big.
Yeah. But yeah, the 2
like,
1 for 1 did work.
So the 1-mana guys, they're still, it can be useful, and a lot of people overlook them.
Not as good as the Murloc though, just because of the sound that it makes.
Well, obviously the best one is the Young Priestess, the 2-1 that pumps up 1 toughness every turn.
Yeah.
Because she might as well have taunt on her as well.
Yeah, you have to kill.
But like, you can build sort of, if you get really solid decks, you can definitely take some of the early pick. I mean, we got double knife juggler, so that made him even more powerful, having 1-drops there.
Yeah, our deck came together very well from where it was looking really ropey, like first few picks. We ended up with like double knife juggler, like ooze, silence owl. You know, we picked
cleric,
cleric,
defender. But you know, the swipes did the job as well. Though.
And we didn't really come up against anything that scary. You know, the mages never cast flame strike. We didn't come up against a priest, so weren't up against mind control.
And it does happen that way, you know. That's all part of the sort of the random number generator that is Arena.
But obviously, we came up against the warrior who had 4 epics and a legendary.
And the thing was, he had all those epics and those legendaries and stuff like that, and he just didn't play weapons. You noticed that?
He's a warrior without weapons.
Okay, because didn't you have like that
We had
Swampoost opening hand, and he's
Yeah.
still in your hands like 20 turns later.
Like he's gonna make an Arcanite Reaper or something like that at some point. He made like the 3-2 at the end.
He actually would have killed you if he'd made a weapon at any point, because I mean, you were down to like 5, 6, 7 life at some point.
Yeah, and just survived out of it.
Yeah. So, you know, that was nice.
Because that was it, because we weren't playing Mad Bomber, because it was the case of it will probably kill us.
Yeah.
Or put us in low enough life. That
I mean, you had to draft the Mad Bomber because at the time you didn't have any 2-drops.
Yeah.
And then you just got all the other 2-drops afterwards.
Yeah.
So, you know, there was so many situations where you really couldn't afford to play the Mad Bomber, but that was hard, partly because a lot of the opponents we played weren't killing our minions, because normally how it happens is I make a minion, he kills my minion, he plays his own minion. Then I have my go, I kill his minion, I play my own minion. So Mad Bomber's good in situations where the board's constantly emptying out, because it's like, as soon as you have that turn where you start with no minions, play the Mad Bomber.
Yeah.
Try to beat something up of his. And that never happened. Like, a lot of people just didn't beat our minions up for it.
Yeah, I mean, the mage in the last game, for me, it was like...
Yeah, he was just terrible. That was just shocking. What was he doing? I was just,
nothing. That's what it was.
Yeah, like a cone of cold would have really crushed you quite hard.
But we started off very fast in that game, because we went turn 1, 3-2, turn 2, 3-2, turn 3 guy, turn 4, 2 guys. And...
Yeah, but the thing is, he didn't make anything on turn 2, he just pinged it for 1.
Yeah.
So he's obviously kept a hand, probably with like fireballs or something. He's like, oh, fireball, this is really good. But he's got no turn 2 play, and no turn 3 play.
Yeah, you just went shoot.
So you just went, guys, because you were going second against him. You went, guys, trundle them in, and it was doing nothing, you know. So, like, some games you lose because your opponents are just incredible, and there's nothing you can do about it. Some games you lose because you don't aggressively mulligan, and that was him. You know, I mean, maybe he mulliganed his entire hand away and just got back expensive cards, but in that case, you should have had cheaper cards in your deck. Like, I mean, I've had last 100 games of Hearthstone, I've only had one game, which, you will see, I think it's video number 51, it might actually be on, no, yeah, it is video 51, and the funny thing is the guy who beat me was actually a guy who subscribes.
Mm-hmm.
So he actually messaged me afterwards and said, did I just actually beat you up? And I was like, yes. So, like, my opening hand was 4-drop. I think it was 4-drop, 4-drop, 4-drop. And I think I was going second as well, yeah. So it's 4-drop, 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 4-drop. I'm not joking. and I mulliganed it away, and I got like 4-drop to 4-drop, 5-drop, 6-drop.
Right.
And literally, there was probably 9 minions in my deck of 4 mana or greater.
So you had no chance.
So
in that game.
I just lost.
Yeah.
So he just goes, "Rah, rah, rah," and I go, yeah, I'm dead.
Yeah.
I concede on the thing like turn 4 or something. I'm still on like 15 life. I'm just like,
But there's
no
way
way
you're
back
going
into this game. I still don't have a minion. Well, I could play my first minion on like turn 4. I was like, there's no point. I'm just dead. Concede. And anyone would have beaten me in that particular game, and that
Yeah.
does happen, you know.
It happens in all. I mean, it's one of those things that we deal with when we have people complaining to us either about poker hands or magic hands or Hearthstone hands. It's like, it's a card game. It's going to happen.
You know, stuff happens. Deal with it.
Yeah, it's like you're
Suck
not.
it up.
You're not playing chess. You know, you're not playing drafts where it's a solve game and there's an optimal move in every circumstance.
Yeah.
You are playing a game.
So I thought this would be a good thing. Like, a lot of people don't like the randomness in Arena because they're convinced that all of their opponents get amazing stuff and they get terrible stuff. If Hearthstone was a game where the best player always won, in other words, there's no random number generation, you can somehow stack your deck so you always get the cards what you want, it wouldn't be interesting to play.
No, it wouldn't be.
You know, like, if this game, this is one of the reasons why chess hasn't really taken off and will never be a spectator sport. You know, you get crowds of like 15 at the World Chess Championships because they, like, when they see one person sat down to play against another person, they know who's won already. They're like, oh, he's better than him because he's got 100 higher ELO rating. He's like a 3rd degree grandmaster to this guy. He's only a 2nd degree grandmaster, therefore he's winning. What's the point watching? You know who's going to win. The best player always wins in chess. You don't want that in Hearthstone because it's not fun.
Yep.
Anyway, guys, thanks for checking this video out again, and, well, like if you like, and if you don't like, well, that's
Sorry
also
for
fine.
wasting your time.
Yeah. If you don't like this 2-hour video after having watched it all, then I mean,
Thanks for staying with it at
Yeah.
least.
should probably be doing other things with your life and watching stuff you don't like. I hate this guy, but I gotta watch him. I hate him. He might say something that I can then go and post on a forum and tell everyone how bad he is. I gotta watch every video.
Well, everyone's going to post that about me, but
Well, you know, give it a few more months, maybe you'll get around to improving.
I'll actually be passable.
By the time you actually open beta starts.
Yeah.
So until next time, guys, see you around.
See you next time, guys.